Hey guys, I'm back with another book review, and we're about a week and a half into summer, so I thought it would be appropriate to review Jaws by Peter Benchley. This book comes in at 311 pages, but this particular edition comes from Ballantine Books. This was released in 2013, although the original book was 74 or something. But yeah, 2013, nice trade paperback, and this book here is loaded with lots of extra stuff at the end, like original titles that Peter Benchley had picked out for the book. Uh, Lots of different ideas, behind the scenes photos from the movie that you could see, and letters back and forth from Peter Benchley to David Brown, the producer of the film. So let's get into the plot, because the plot isn't really that different from the movie, and we've all seen the movie, and if you haven't, I suggest you do. But uh, what they stressed when Peter Benchley went back and wrote the screenplay was a straightforward adventure story, and there was a lot cut out regarding Ellen and her affair with Matt Hooper, and some of the mafia stuff with Mayor Larry Vaughn. Now, let's get into that a little bit, because I don't want to spoil it too much, because as I said, it plays out almost like the movie. But the book is essentially about this shark who is terrorizing this small town of Amity in New York, small little beach community, and the shark has killed somebody. So the chief of police, Martin Brody, he's met with a decision. He wants to close the beaches, much like in the film, and he is met with some restrictions and people with their opinions. And Larry Mayor Mayor Larry Vaughn wants the beaches open for the money, for the profit, because as we all know, it's the Fourth of July weekend, and when people come to swim the beaches, there's money to be made. Now, after the shark kills more people, Martin Brody is continues to be blamed for this, and he tries his hardest as the police chief to close the beaches, but again he is met with, you know they're not having it because money talks. um, so the plot is pretty much the same. They go out into the water, they want to kill the beast, they want to get rid of it. But the characters are a bit different. In the movie, Matt Hooper, played by Richard Dreyfuss, is very likable. Um, Quint is very likable. Martin Brody is very likable, and they all are kind of like they are still likable, but uh, Matt Hooper really isn't, because when he comes into town, Ellen, we're introduced to Ellen. She's more prominent in the book than in the film, and we could see that she's not very happy. I don't want to say she's unhappy with her marriage, but she seems maybe bored, or like time is passing her by. She's in her mid-30s. She doesn't seem too happy, so she strikes up this affair with Matt Hooper, and it it kind of sets her in a little bit of a negative light, because it's almost like she's a a bored wife who really has everything she needs. A good husband, three healthy kids. Uh, and then there's Larry Vaughn and his ties to the mafia, which, as I said earlier, were totally wiped out of the film. Now, Larry Vaughn is involved with the mafia, and they are a heavy influence in keeping the beaches open. And quite frankly, they are very threatening. And that's something that was interesting in the book as well. A lot of character development. Another character that was in there is Harry Meadows. He runs the local paper, and he has a lot of influence as well. As should the beaches be open? Should they not? So there's a little bit different. The characters are a little bit different than they are in the movie, and I like that. They're just not all that likable, and that's okay, because not everybody has to be likable, and it causes it causes some tension in the book, and some good plot twist. But it is, at the very basic level, it is a book about these people trying to kill a shark, just like in the film. Quint is in the book too, and he's like this old bald fisherman. He's kind of weathered from years in the sun. He's a professional guy. They contract him to kill this shark, and the rest, as we know, is history. Very good book. The introduction tells a lot too, because Peter Benchley says that he wouldn't have written the book today because, well, he's passed on, but when he wrote this edition, this introduction, he said that he wouldn't have written a book like this because he felt like he demonized the shark. And you could tell he has a fascination with sharks. He says so, and his love and fascination with sharks kind of bleeds through the pages, because when you're reading this, it's like you're almost like reading like a shark manual. There's a lot of good information in here, and you could really almost get into the mind of the fish as he's underwater and he's about to attack his next victim. And I thought that was very fascinating, because in the movie, the shark didn't work, so we just saw a lot of POV shots. And in the book, we are the shark. We could sense what the shark is doing, and we could almost feel what the shark is feeling. And Matt Hooper comes along, and he's an expert on sharks, so he gives us some information as well. But totally good book, perfect summer read actually. The movie was enjoyable, the book was enjoyable, from start to finish. Like I said, it comes in at 311 pages, so it's not that long of a book. I got through it pretty quickly, and I repeat myself, but I am a slow reader. But I got through it quickly, so yeah. Highest recommendation, Peter Benchley, Jaws. Check it out this summer, because just when you thought it was safe to go back into the water, it isn't. Have a nice day. Have a great summer. I'll see you guys again soon. Thank you for watching. Be back.